Hello everybody, welcome to my channel today. So today is my favorite type of video to film and to watch, and that is monthly favorites. I just love seeing what people are loving and hearing about new things, because usually it's a lot of new products as well as some old favorites and things like that. So I really enjoy watching other people's favorites, so I also like filming them. And last month I actually had no favorites to share with you guys because I was away for a lot of the month of February, and I took with me a lot of tried, tested, and true products. So that I had already mentioned as favorites before. And then I had the flu for the other part of it, so I wasn't using a lot of makeup or anything like that. However, this month I have quite a few favorites here, and a lot of them I think will be no surprise. But first things is my favorite for this month, although he's not here yet, would be my new grandbaby. He's actually going to be born today, so I don't have any other details. I do know it's a boy, but she's having a C-section, so that is definitely my #1 favorite for the month of March. But I also have some beauty items. So the first one will come as no surprise, and that is the Charlotte Tilbury Icon Palette. I love this. I'm wearing it right now. I'm wearing the Day Eyes, which is the kind of shades of pink, which is this end right here. I absolutely love it. Now I have filmed a get ready with me for each one of the looks. I did that with the Stars in Your Eyes palette, and I found it quite fun to push myself to try all the shades. And I did do that with that palette, and I did do it with this palette. I've used all the colors in here. I absolutely love all 9 of these, and I'm going to tell you right now, this is definitely not in my comfort zone, and I definitely won't be reaching for that. However, I think the value of the 9 shades that I have worn so much this month, honestly, even on days where I wasn't filming get readies with me with using this, I was still using this palette because I just love it. I find it works so beautifully on mature eyes, even though I was a little concerned because they are mostly shimmers, but Charlotte does shimmer so well on mature eyes. I find they're all super easy to work with, minus the disco. They're all very easy to work with. They blend beautifully. They're great for beginners. I consider myself a beginner. I have no skills as far as makeup. I just kind of wing it, and I've had no issues or troubles using these shades. Absolutely love it. So if you've been kind of on the fence and wondering if it's for you, I definitely recommend giving it a try because I've just been thoroughly enjoying it. The next one is also from Charlotte Tilbury, and I think this is a huge miss for a lot of people, but for me, I am in love with these lip glosses. These are the Latex Love lip glosses that she brought out at the same time as this palette. What I love about them is, in these colors in particular, I love the pigmentation. They're not super sticky. They're very long lasting for a lip gloss. I love how opaque they are. They just tick all the boxes, as well as the shade colors. These ones in particular, these are the only ones I bought, and they're in my kind of color story that I enjoy. I absolutely love them. However, when I bought them, I bought one at the beginning, so I want to make sure I wasn't allergic. At the time when I bought it, I still had the flu, and I had no sense of smell. So you know where I'm going with this. There's patchouli oil in here, and it smells like mold. And they actually, some of them even have a taste of mold. I mentioned in one of my Get Ready With Me's that I ate something and I thought, was that moldy? What was that? And then later on I ate something. I was like, okay, there's something going on here. And then it finally clicked. It's these damn lipsticks. But I love them so much. I'm overlooking that. I really don't care. Some colors smell more than others. So the first color I got was Can Tropez, and this one is my favorite. It is the perfect corally pink. I just absolutely love it. It's the right depth of color for me as well. I don't like super dark lips, and I don't want them to be super, super nude as well, where it looks like I'm whited out. It's just the perfect shade for me, and I absolutely love it. And I think I'm going to buy another one as a backup because I believe these are limited edition, and I have a feeling they might get pulled because they have very, very low ratings due to that patchouli oil. The next color I bought is the one I'm wearing right now, which is called Belle de Soir, but I am wearing a lip liner because I find it just a tad light. I've been using the MAC Boldly Bare as a lip liner, and it seems to work quite nicely just to, you know, deepen it up just slightly. So this is the shade here. It's just a very nice pale pink nude. A lot of Charlotte's pinks and nudes tend to kind of go grayish on me, like Pillow Talk makes me look very, very gray and ashy, but this I find just really, really nice for my skin tone. And last but not least, I did, because I love these lip glosses so much, I ordered another color called Berry Nude. I will admit this is a little dark for me as far as my comfort zone being dark. It's a very nice color for my skin tone, I think. It doesn't make me ashy or gray, but it is a little deep. But I do love it, and I am going to keep it and just wear it maybe for an evening out or something like that, or maybe lighten it up a little by putting the Belle de Soir on top, which I have done, just to settle it down a little. I'm just not very comfortable wearing dark lips, and that Can Tropez I find is just the perfect shade for me. So another item that I bought back in January, it was from the shopping channel. It's from IT Cosmetics, and it's the Celebration Foundation Illumination, and it is in a compact. It is a powder foundation, and I bought it on the premise that it had SPF. For some reason, I thought it had SPF in it. I don't know where I got that from. I do know a lot of IT Cosmetics foundations do have SPF, so maybe that's where I was thinking. But anyway, it did not. So the reason I ordered it, I thought I would take it to Australia with me, so it would be a foundation that I could keep in my purse for touch-ups. But I have absolutely been loving this. I'm wearing it right now, and which also, I did tell you I was wearing Belle de Soir lip gloss. I am wearing it right now, and every time I wear it, I get so many compliments on my skin. It's just a quick, easy foundation. It is perfect for travel because it's dry and compact and easy to transport. Really, really enjoy it. I just really wish it had an SPF in it, but I have been wearing a Dior primer that I just picked up and using that underneath, and that is my SPF. So it's kind of a happy medium, but I just really, really enjoy this foundation. When I saw they always do presentations on the shopping channel. If you're not familiar with that, it's very similar to QVC in the States. It's just basically online shopping on the TV. And they applied this super, super fast. Now, for me, it doesn't go on as quickly as it did on the models, but maybe they just have perfect, flawless skin. But for me to get a full, even coverage does take me, you know, a few seconds longer, but they were advertising you can have your whole makeup done in 30 seconds, and that didn't work for me. But I just use a brush that they sold at the same time. It came in a kit. It's just one of these Heavenly Luxe, just a kabuki foundation brush, and I just love it. So I am going to be going to visit my new grandbaby, and this is what I'm taking with me. So really, really enjoying that. I went to an event at Sephora, and it was all new spring releases, and one of the items at the event was this Marc Jacobs coconut eyelash primer. And I have always been used the Tarte one, which I really enjoy. I like it because it's cruelty-free, and it's a lot less expensive than like the Dior and Lancome. So I've been really liking that. But when Marc Jacobs came out with one, I thought, okay, let's give it a try. And I love it. It's a funny color. It's kind of a nude peach color, which is unusual for an eyelash primer. But it makes your lashes so, so thick. So if you have a mascara that doesn't have very much va-va-voom, like for example, today I put on top a sample of the Pat McGrath Fetish Eyes, which I do like, but it's just not volumizing enough for me. So when I pair it with this eyelash primer, it is a lot thicker and more of what I prefer. So if you have mascaras that are kind of but you want a little bit more volume, this is a fantastic primer to give it that extra oomph. And it's also cruelty-free, which I really enjoy about Marc Jacobs. So this one, again, also will be no surprise. It's my Revlon Styler. Oh my God, I love this, you guys. It is so amazing. I have a full demo and review that I'll link below. Absolutely love this guy. The only drawback is I think it's going to cause damage. I did notice in the week or so that I had it at the beginning, my hair was a little bit dry, but I was also due for a haircut. So now that she's cut off a lot of that dead ends, I feel my hair doesn't look as dry and parched. But I do have a feeling that this could be damaging to your hair, and I have had a little bit of feedback from people during that video that said that they felt their hair was getting a little bit damaged. So I am going to just use it sparingly. I would love to use it every single time. I actually like it more than my Dyson, but I am just going to save it for special occasions when I want a really, really smooth blow dry, because that's the thing I like about it, is it makes your hair straight but not flat like a flat iron does. I just really, really enjoy it. I just wish it wasn't so damaging. I don't have proof, but I did notice that short time of me using that my hair seemed a little bit on the dry side. And Risa from Risa Does Makeup posted a video just shortly after I posted this one about the machine, and she said her sister was complaining of a lot of damage and had heard damage, and her whole video is focused on how to repair your damaged hair. So I think there are some people that have had some damage from it, but it's just such an amazing dryer. I just love it. So now on to kind of a fashion, well, it's not kind of, it is a fashion thing. And this probably also won't come as a surprise if you follow my Instagram. I've been posting tons of pictures of me wearing these shoes. Absolutely love them. They're from Sam Edelman. I had these in a haul, and I was a little, I'm not sure because they were gold, and I thought they might be a little out there because I'm very, I dress very, very plain. I matchy. I like simple things, and I just thought these might be over the top, but they are a neutral. So many of you commented saying gold and metallics are a neutral, and you're absolutely right. I've worn these with so many different things that I didn't think it would work, and they do, and they are incredibly comfortable. I had no break-in time with them. I just want to point out, if you're looking at them, maybe looking online, I did get a size smaller than I normally wear. I normally am a 7.5 traditionally, and these are a 6.5. So that was a bit of a shock to me that I was actually a full size smaller. Absolutely love them. I even picked them up in snake, and when I did the haul, I wasn't too sure if I'd keep the snake, but a lot of you said keep them, and I did, and I have worn these a lot as well. Not as much as the gold. I find these a little bit more out there, and I have to match them to black, white, or gray because I'm a matchy person. What can I say? So I don't always wear those colors. So these are my number one for sure. I also want to point out that these ones are a little bit more snug, and these ones had a little bit more of difficulty to break in. So I don't know if the colors is different or what, I don't know, but I did notice just a slight difference with that. I also just want to make a quick mention of, I told you guys when I did the haul that I had the inspiration from Miss Crystal, who's one of my favorite YouTubers, but hers are actually slightly different. Hers are the penny loafer. For some reason, I thought they were exactly the same as the shoe. Hers are hot pink, but they don't have the gold or any type of chain detail. Hers are a little bit more plain, but I had thought that they were the same, but they were definitely Sam Edelman. So when she raved about them, they are loafers, and I can definitely see why she enjoyed them so much. So I apologize for leading you guys a little astray there, but these are the Lorenzo shoe. I've also tried on the Loraine shoe, and they are almost identical as well. They feel the same, but this isn't a chain. It's just more of a gold bar hardware detail on them, but they are essentially the same shoe. Last but not least, this is a bit of a lifestyle thing, and it's something I always keep thinking, oh, I should tell you guys about this, but I always forget. And it is this Hydroflask Tumbler. Now, we bought them. I'm obsessed with Hydroflask. They keep your liquids hot and cold for hours and hours and hours. I sent one to my brother, the water bottle to my brother who lives in Australia, and he would keep it in his car, and it was still cool by the end of the day. So he really, really enjoyed it. So they definitely work. However, they can't go in the dishwasher, and that's why mine looks pretty beat up. They definitely don't keep their coating, and so this has been washed a million times in my sink, and it doesn't look as nice, but it definitely still works and is fantastic. And what I especially like it for is for my coffee. I know it's not a traditional coffee cup. I know Yeti makes a really nice coffee cup with a handle. I should invest in one of those, but this one works, so I've just kept with this one. But in particular, my Nespresso machine, if you have one of those types of machines or a K-Pot or whatever, I don't know about you, but I find the coffee goes cold so fast. So when I used to put it into a regular ceramic mug, I had to drink it so fast, otherwise it would be ice cold. But my morning ritual is I get my coffee and I sit and open my computer and read my emails and prep my day that way. So I want to sip and savor my coffee, not chug it back because it's going to go cold. And right to the last drop and last sip is still hot and the exact same temperature as when I first started the coffee from my first sip. So if you have experienced that with one of those machines or whatever coffee that you drink, you find it gets cold really, really quickly, I definitely recommend looking into one of these kind of flasks, the Yeti, this one. I'm sure there's other brands as well, but I really enjoy Hydroflask and Yeti. They both work really, really well. So that is my favorites for the month of March, and I'm really, really enjoying them all. I bought a few things in February that might be contenders for March, but I haven't had enough of a time to use them, so we'll save those for next month. So I hope you enjoyed today's video, and I hope to see you all again soon.